Are you feeling juicy? You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold, hard cash. Money. It's money time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through Bitcoin. I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to talk about Bitcoin here on the shorter term time frame. We're going to be starting off with the hourly. Interesting stuff coming through from there. Obviously, gargantuan dump to the downside. We had a higher low invalidation. So yeah, some very interesting things that we're going to be going through here on the shorter term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up the midterm because also very interesting stuff coming through from there. Potential short position is actually on the cards here. Interesting stuff indeed. Actually, I might have just missed a short entry. Interesting stuff. Choose the 4-hour candle close. Yeah, we'll go through that fairly shortly. And then also we're going to be going through the longer term time frame as well. Just very briefly, because we did cover that yesterday. Once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, you know what we're going to do. We're going to be doing loads of altcoin requests. Loads of altcoin requests. So yeah, get your altcoin requests in the chat, and we will get to them as soon as physically possible. But yeah, starting off with some shout outs coming through. We got Leader Crypto saying Wagwan CC gang coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. It's been a minute, man. But yeah, nice to see you on the stream. I do appreciate the support coming through. Last Index, a 6-month membership coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got Tom, we've got Illustru, we've got I believe that is Ty. I believe I might be wrong. The Thai alphabet, a Thai name that I can't read. Apologies, but yes, saying hi, Chess. Nice to see you on the stream as well. I appreciate you stopping by. We've got Tom, we've got Crypto DK, and we've got Jimmy B as well saying evening. Will that support hold? Let's see. Let's dive deep down into the dirty and see and see what we can come across here, right? But yeah, what we're at so far at 2 likes, guys. To appreciate the likes coming through. It does help out the stream tremendously, right? If everything is going right, I think my color. My coloring's a bit off today. I was doing the Streamlabs thing, just trying to get the green screen going. It's just, I did it to the tone of outside when it was a bit sunny. Now, obviously in England it rains a lot, and it's just started raining like crazy. It's obviously gone very dark. So yeah, the coloring is off. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into Bitcoin and find out what in the hell is happening. First things first, let's talk about this range, guys. We've got a lovely level of support being put in here. As you can see, humongous dumps to the downside previously in this massive dump all the way down from 47,000 all the way down pretty much to 44,000. So like a 3k cascade down in terms of the price there. From there, basically ranging up inside of this area, finding constant resistance along this zone here, creating this horizontal, guys, creating a very, very strong horizontal for us to be looking out for there. Now, the last time we actually tested this is where we actually found a lot of momentum to the downside, right? Very interesting stuff here, because we were talking about this being a more prominent higher low for this the actual uptrend that we are in for BTC on the longer term time frame, right? But no, unfortunately, we did actually break this low here. We actually broke this higher low here and actually cascaded down quite aggressively. Yes, we bounced. Not a bad bounce, I must say. You can see it's pretty much dead on the same horizontal area as that massive bounce point from before. So that basically tells us we got a lovely level of support coming through from here. It also tells us if we are going to break down here and we are going to actually break down this low, break through around 44, 40, yeah, for around 44k there. If we can get a nice candle body close below 44,000 there, it's going to be pretty strong for a short, guys. Really quite strong for a short. There's a lot of things to be taken into consideration here, because we do have quite a few things basically telling us that to not short, right? I will go through that fairly shortly, because we do have the potential for a hidden bullish divergence as well, which is obviously going to mean continuation to the upside, right? So yeah, we are going to be looking at that fairly shortly as well, depending on where we are going in the live price now. But let's do a measure move here for where we're looking for this potential short here, and we will just we'll just see some percentages. Let's go from there, right? So yeah, you can see the measure move going on, the most recent downtrend coming through from there. This is sort of what we're looking for in terms of money being left on the table for us to take here, because you know why we're here. We're here to make money, cold hard cash. 6% on there for a lovely scalp to the downside there. If we do break down here, guys, it's definitely something I will be taking advantage of. But we really do need to take into consideration that we do have a lovely big fat volume weighted ATR band there as well, right? Because that's obviously going to be a very strong level of support. We have found that before. You can see the momentum to the upside that we did get off that. We nearly bounced off it most recently, so it's definitely something to be looking out for there, and that's why we really need that candle body close below it, because we will be getting a candle body close below the support as well, and that's sort of the confirmation that we're looking for that momentum to the downside from there, right? From there, do I think we're just going to keep going down quite aggressively? Potentially, right? We do have quite a few areas that we do need to take into consideration in terms of take profit points, because we're not just going to be blindly going for the 6%, guys. Just to bang couple of horizontals in there, you can see these are very crucial areas for resistance there, and also support banging us back up. And look at that. See the support inside of this area, right? We don't want to be trapped out here, guys. We want to be taking profit as we go, right? So that's definitely something to be looking out for there for the shorter term time frame. In terms of the RSI, the relative strength index coming through here, guys. In terms of what we're looking for here, as I was just discussing, that we do have potential for a hidden bullish divergence coming through here, and that's obviously going to be looking something along the lines of this, right? When we do see this low of the RSI actually break the most recent low, but we don't see it break, we don't see it break the low of the previous crash that we just had, bringing us down to 44,400, right? It is raining pretty aggressively outside right now. If it doesn't break that low, and it does break the low coming through on the RSI, then we will be looking at basically a hidden bullish divergence, which should mean, it technically should mean we should bounce, guys. We should bounce, and we should start an uptrend, right? Now, this is where it gets quite interesting, because if this is going to happen, one, we're going to be oversold here quite aggressively, so that's an inclination inclination for a bounce to the upside, like so, in terms of the buying power, which will mean a bounce again off the volume weighted ATR band and off the lower side of this range that we were just talking about, right? So yeah, there's a couple of things there that is telling us that we're going to bounce, right? How high will we bounce? This is the question. This is the question that everybody's asking. Now, as you can see here, we do have a horizontal plotted in at 44,900. This is obviously a very crucial area for resistance here, guys. This is an area to be looking out for there. If we do take a leg up quickly, very aggressively, as we have seen here, we could see pretty strong resistance from this zone. We have seen it multiple times until the momentum fizzled out and we smashed through it, right? So in terms of where we are now, I probably can see us bouncing here and doing something along the lines of this, right? Coming up to this area and then coming down, and then this is sort of the deciding sort of area whether we can get the momentum to carry on down, or we can break the resistance to the top side. If we break the resistance to the top side, my next area to be looking out for here, I'm not going to be trading this, guys, because we're still going to be stuck in this range here on the shorter term time frame. So it's not really an ideal sort of scenario. Just if you guys are trading this, I just want to give you areas to be looking out for here. So the areas to be looking out for there is 44,900 there, and also on top of that, we do have a very strong trend line coming down in terms of resistance like this, right? I know we haven't validated it in these sorts of areas, but it doesn't mean that it's over. It doesn't mean that it's over. It can still form resistance there, guys, so we definitely need to take that into consideration, and that is going to be as you can see, it's coming down here. The resistance is very strong here, very strong. So yeah, this is the area I would be looking for a bit more of a resistance coming through there if we do see a lovely bounce up, breaking that resistance of 44,900 area. So yeah, that's going to be around 45,900. So yeah, it's around $1,000 move if we do see momentum to the upside coming through from there. And to be honest, if we are going on lower highs, higher lows, lower lows, and lower highs, and all of that jazz coming through there, you can see what we've basically done, guys. We've actually set this bar at the top and basically come down, set a lower high, invalidated this higher low here from this uptrend like so, and basically created a new low, right? We've got a new low coming through here. When we do create a new low, guys, what usually happens is we come back up, set a more dominant lower high, and then we can scale down again, right? So yeah, there's a few things to be looking out for there in terms of lower highs and high lows and all that jazz coming through there. Now, let's jump to the MACD, the macadamia nut, because we've got some juicy stuff coming through from there. And we've got in the chat, we've got Sloth Bag looking through the eyes. Nice to see on the stream there, Sloth Bag. We've got Simon as well. Good morning, CC gang, coming through there. Do appreciate you, Simon. Nice to see you stopping by on the stream. We've got Anika as well saying howdy all. Howdy to you there as well. Jimmy B, loving the TA, mate. Do appreciate it, man. Do appreciate it. And 4 likes, guys. I do appreciate smashing that like button if you are enjoying the TA coming through there. Now, in terms of does help out the YouTube algorithms in terms of growing the channel and introducing more people into crypto, right? and yes, love all that stuff. But yeah, so anyway, where are we? We're at the macadamia nut with the MACD coming through here. You guys know I love my trend cycles. What have we got coming through from here? We've got a lovely uptrend scenario. These are the reversal points that we are looking for. So going back on my previous point of a potential reversal coming through there in terms of the live price from that bounce of the hidden bullish divergence, guys, from this area that we're nearly at here, if we don't bounce off this volume weighted ATR band, you can see if we do bounce, we're going to see a reversal in the trend, right? We are still quite far away from the bullish crossover here, but basically if we do get that bounce, we can actually see this area acting as a level of resistance, right, for the macadamia nut, which will mean a very small, a very placid, a pretty pathetic uptrend, right? If that is going to happen, that's basically telling us, if we are going to respect this level of resistance here, it's basically telling us that 44,963 there is a strong level for resistance, right? So that's definitely something to be looking out for there. So let me just repeat that for a second. A nice bounce here from the hidden bullish divergence. We've got a lovely level of resistance here, a bounce down on the resistance for the macadamia nut here in terms of this trend cycle, and then continuation to the downside, testing this level once again. And we know, guys, the more we test a level, the more chance of it's going to break, right? So yeah, interesting stuff coming through from there. A couple of key areas to be looking out for there. Very interesting stuff there. Now let's move through. Let's have a look at we do have a very dominant horizontal coming through as well on the macadamia nut, guys, because as you can see this area, you can see trend reversal coming through is very dominant. Yes, we have technically set a low right now, so it's going to be very interesting to see where this reversal does come, and if it does come here, then it's probably going to be, guys, it's probably going to be a high low coming through on the MACD, which is obviously a little bit more bullish, guys. But yeah, key areas to be looking out for there is going to be this trend cycle coming through there and breaking that sort of area, right? But yeah, that's going to be it for the shorter term time frame. I think waffled on a bit long about that, but let's move to the longer term time frame, guys. I think I'm just going to have a drink. I haven't opened my drink yet, but we will get to it. Yeah, nice, guys. 9 likes out here. Smashing it. Do appreciate smashing that like button, right? But yeah, so where are we? We've got, we're on the 4 hour for BTC now. Just going to have a bit of Lucozade. And I want to start off talking about the EMA ribbon, guys, because the EMA ribbon, obviously, it has been in a very comfortable uptrend for quite a while now. And we're actually seeing... We're seeing that crossover. We're seeing that coil up of those major moving averages coming through there, or the EMAs, the exponential moving averages there. We're seeing them coil up and basically looking like we're going to activate a bit of a short sell signal for the EMA ribbon. We know the EMA ribbon, it's fairly reliable, but sometimes it can be a bit iffy, right? So, so yeah, I wouldn't say it's the most reliable thing in the world here. But it's definitely something that we can't ignore, right? And you can see the reason for this, like you can see it does actually produce really nice signals sometimes. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's completely out of the question here. As we know, all indicators aren't 100%, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there. The EMA ribbon here on the 4 hour, because that's obviously giving us a sell here. Now, symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through at the top of an uptrend, usually technically bullish pennant chart pattern, guys. That usually means continuation to the upside. We were talking about this yesterday here, but unfortunately, we didn't get that. We didn't get that at all. We actually cascaded off an absolute cliff here, and we saw a lovely break to the downside here. Wasn't the break that I was really looking for here. I was looking for something else on the shorter term time frame here. So I didn't get into this position here. I was actually looking for a more congruent candle body close below this horizontal coming through from here, right? And that was going to be something along the lines of this. Something along the lines of this. If we had a nice candle body close below this sort of area, I would be inclined to enter a short, and that would have been a short basically coming down to these areas here. First things first, measure move completion would be around 1.92%, so nothing too crazy there. But also we would be coming down to that 0.382 Fibonacci retracement as well. And we know we just lost the 0.236 as well there, guys. It's obviously a very, very crucial area here. We did lose that, and you can see the reversal here is fairly, fairly strong as well. So yeah, it's very interesting to see how this is going to basically be reacting here with this chart pattern that we've got coming through here on the shorter term time frame, as well as the break to the downside of this symmetrical triangle chart pattern on the midterm as well. So yeah, a couple of things to be thinking about there. I would say if we do start cascading down, 0.382 Fibonacci retracement is definitely not out of the question, right? And to be honest with you guys, to be completely honest, we were trending up for quite a while, right? We need a bit of a pullback to come through before we actually have any more continuation. Let's zoom out a little bit and see what we got coming through from here. This is going to be the chart pattern that we're using on the longer term time frame here. But for now, let's just talk about it here. Because we do obviously have our swing low and our swing high of the Fibonacci retracement. If we do see a price and we do see us come down and break the 200 EMA, which you can see is actually lining up pretty perfectly with the 0.382. If I can just get rid of that price range there, as you can see, yeah, it's lining up pretty perfectly with the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement there. So if we do lose that in terms of level of support, then I probably would say we're coming down to the 0.5, right? We know about the 0.5. Very, very important level for the Fibonacci retracement here. If we cross this level, if we cross this is basically confirmation of a trend reversal, right? Confirmation of a trend reversal. So what will probably happen, we'll probably bounce off that, break it like that, and then we're probably looking at dirty downside there for Bitcoin, right? So not the most favorable thing in the world. But what did we say like a few weeks ago now? And we said the ideal sort of scenario here for Bitcoin with the world events and everything that's going on, obviously it's all a bit up in the air with all the world markets and stuff like that. So the most likely sort of scenario I can see going on here is just ranging between that 35k to 50k sort of area, right? So yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised at all if this came down here. And as we said, all it takes is one bit of news, and yeah, we'll cascade down fairly rapidly, right? Because we know it falls down quicker than it goes up, right? So yes. Anyway, moving on here, let's bring up the WOD machine ever so quickly. Because same scenario as the EMA ribbon. Let me get rid of that for a second, because as you can see, major moving averages, they are coiled up, guys. When they are coiled up, we're looking for some sort of big breakout scenario coming through there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does actually play out, whether we are going to get that bounce that we're looking for on the shorter term time frame, or we're going to get continuation down to that 0.382 Fibonacci retracement and to the 200 EMA that we've got coming through from there. Moving on to the longer term time frame here. Actually, another really, really crucial Fibonacci retracement area from the all-time high as well, guys. Very, very crucial. We did actually bounce we retraced pretty heavily to the 0.5 here, and we were waiting for that candle body close for above the 0.5 area on the Fibonacci retracement there. If we were to get that above the 200 EMA as well, above this very, very strong area on the VPVR there, I would have said yes. We're looking for trend continuation. We're looking for this beefy, juicy, mega juicy long coming through from here, around 28%. That would have been left on the table for us to take there. As you can see, this is the measure move that we're going to be going for if we get that lovely price action. But in order for that to happen, we need really, really strong breaks here. We need we need this whole level of support to really get claimed here. We need to really, really get claimed here. And at this point in time, we are on a bit of a pullback, right? But in a bit of positivity, we've got the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement coming down here, and that is at a price of around 43,600. So in terms of a bounce point, that's definitely something to be looking out for there. And also, you can see how strong the VPVR is in this area. And also there is going to be a very, very strong reversal point. Pretty much, I would say, I'm not really plotting a lot of horizontals at this time because I don't want to mess up the chart too much, but this is the sort of area that we are going to be looking for, basically holding that support, and you can see we have actually tested that already. So yeah, if we do lose that, that's going to be the confirmation that we're looking for across the board, really, especially with a daily candle body close. That's going to be very, very important area to be looking there. Very, very important, guys. James Stacey saying, love the TA, thanks mate. Tweeted link, people need to know about you, mate. Do appreciate it, man. Do appreciate it. Yeah, I love all that free promotion, right? Do appreciate it. But yeah, I've just started my streaming schedule again. I stream Monday morning. Well, I mean, it's a bit late in the day today, but I stream Monday, I stream Wednesday, and I stream Friday. And also I do video updates on Tuesday, Thursday, and also Saturday as well. So yeah, you can basically get ready for ample amount of content, right? I love it. And also we're going to be doing Altcoin requests continuously as well, guys. So yes, I don't think I've seen any in the chat yet. I don't think I've seen any altcoin requests. So yeah, if you have got an altcoin request, you want me to do some live TA for you, now's your time, right? Now's your time. We're nearly done with BTC. Get your altcoin requests in the chat now. Yeah, very crucial area as well here for Bitcoin, because you can see here on the RSI, we've got a very, very strong level of support, guys. I'm talking pretty goddamn strong. We've been respecting this area continuously throughout this uptrend. Now, what the hell is happening now? We're basically having a test, guys. We're testing this area to see whether we've got that lovely level of support. If we're going to be losing this, guys, it's kind of very, very crucial where today is going to close, right? Where today is going to close. I mean, I'm going to give it a little bit of breathing room, something along the lines of this here. But if we do get a bit of even consolidation, that's going to be bringing the RSI down here, then I would expect a sell-off coming through for Bitcoin, guys. So just be aware. Just be aware for that, right? Okay, just be aware. Because if we do lose that trend line, then I probably would expect at least a 0.382 to get tapped there, and maybe even coming down to that 55. But let's just take a second, because look at this uptrend. Look at it. Look at this. 28%, guys. We've been doing very, very well recently, and we know how BTC has been behaving since the all-time high, right? So yeah, it's obviously very, very progressive, very, very nice indeed. But let's just take a second. Let's just take a bit of breath here, because obviously this is our low. This is our higher low. We've got another higher low here, not as strong as this higher low coming through from here. But that's it, guys. We don't have any more higher lows. That's it. And we have invalidated the lower highs. So what does that tell us? When this happens, we usually come down, set a more dominant higher low, and then continue up, right? So I really wouldn't be surprised at all if we did come down here and come and bounce off the 55, right? So there's definitely something to be looking out for there. Just going on a most like the most likely sort of healthy uptrend scenario to be coming through, something along the lines of that, right? Got to think high lows, lower highs, and what's most likely to sort of happen in that sense, and not just be like we're going to the goddamn moon. I know it's lovely to be like that, and yeah, it's nice when that happens, but we like to be as realistic as possible here, right? Yeah, that's gonna be it from me in terms of BTC, guys. Let's get some altcoins going. Smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and let's get some altcoins going, right? Let's get some altcoins going. 12 likes as well, guys. Do appreciate those likes coming through there. Starting off with a bit of what are we going to begin with? We'll do it for you there, Simon. First on the request list. God, my lighting is so bad today. I really messed that up. We'll start with a bit of ADA there for you there, Simon. Let's see what's good coming through. We got lovely on the 4-hour. Challenging a very crucial area on the 4-hour, just to be aware here, guys. We have got a bit of a breakout scenario actually as well. I would say straight away I'm going to be drawing in a pretty strong horizontal coming through from like that, and then I probably would be doing something along the lines of this, right? Creating some sort of ascending triangle chart pattern that would have given us a lovely bit of confirmation for continuation to the upside here. But as you know, we've been trending up for a goddamn long time now. So I would expect a bit more downside to be played out. In terms of a measure move here for ADA, this is definitely something to be looking out for, I would say. I mean, you've missed it, but it's definitely something to be looking out for there. I mean, to be honest, it's actually really quite nice here, because you've actually seen that candle body close below this below the previous candle body close sort of area there. You've got lovely wicks here, and you can see the support along these wicks. Right now, you probably see, as you can see here, very, very lovely levels of support here. You've actually had that candle body close, just on that zone. So yeah, not ideal right now. So I would be looking for a candle body close below that in the next sort of 4 hours here, and then you could be potentially taking advantage of the rest of the measure move coming down there with an early take profit, guys. I would say the earliest take profit is probably going to be something along the lines of this, because you can see this is a very, very crucial area. But I would say if you do get the candle body close here, you're definitely most likely coming down for this test. If you have a continuation down, amazing stuff. I would be banging in another take profit, probably something around this area here. As you can see there, lovely wicks there, and that's going to basically be bringing you down like that. So yeah, around 2.58% on the table to be taken, spot position, may I say. But yeah, in terms of the completion of the measure move, that's what I would be looking for. We like to go for around 4 take profits, guys. And let me just say, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm here to literally educate you in trading and picking apart the charts like I do, right? How I make my money. So yeah, if you can learn from me, that's pretty much why I'm here. I'm not here to give you trades, guys. So yeah, just just don't copy anything I'm doing in terms of trades, right? Copy my TA all you want. Yeah, that's pretty much ADA summed up there on the 4 hour. Let's jump down to the 15-minute V there, Simon, see what's actually good coming through there, because it's very interesting to see actually, because we've broken the volume weighted ATR band to the downside, right? We broke it to the downside. When we do break this to the downside, we usually come up and test it. So testing around 1.125 there for ADA, and then probably continuation down, right? So let's have a little look at last time we did break this. You can see we did break that very, very aggressively, and then we did actually come up and test it and reclaim it. So it's definitely something to be looking out for there. We can reclaim it, but sometimes when we do get above it, we actually see a very, very nice downtrend. I mean, the respect is just coming through like really bad examples, right? Just bear with me one sec. We will find one. We will. Just nowhere near the volume weighted ATR on the lower side at the moment. That's just probably ADA being ADA. But yeah, you can see the respect there is very, very strong on this area. So it's definitely something to be looking out for there, guys, in terms of respecting this volume weighted ATR band. You can see the support. It's just it's crazy, right? So so yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there. We will probably respect this on the way down. Not technically as a level of support if we get above it. I'm saying usually we ride that wave down below it, right? We ride that wave down below it, just basically forming around it, something along the lines of that, right? So let's have a look at it on the hourly and see if we can get some sort of yeah, as you can see, the volume weighted ATR band is there on the hourly. So so yeah, let me get rid of that for a sec. And yeah, that's probably a very, very good achievable target to be looking out for there. And what does that line up with? Bang, it lines up with the what does it line up with? The measure move completion there on the longer term time frame there. So interesting stuff there. We got a donation coming through from Last Index coming through. Nice to see on the stream there, bro, my guy. We got ZEC USDT short term low. Okay, man, let me get onto that for you. Let's do a bit of ZEC. But yeah, hopefully I summed up 88 for you there, Simon. ZEC. Zcash. Cash money AP. Just gonna have a drink, and then we're gonna carry on. Love a bit of Lucozade. 13 likes as well, guys. You're killing it. Do appreciate the likes coming through. Right, where are we? We're at ZEC, and you want a bit of short term. Do your last index? Let's have a little look. In terms of what we're looking at, we have broke the low, unfortunately, of this downtrend, and the lower high here is going to be this area here. You didn't quite get to the previous lower high there. You actually come up, you challenged it, and then you broke the previous low, right? So basically, it's still saying you're bearish, but what I do want to say, in a bit of positivity, you have seen what we like to think is maybe potentially a lower high here, if you can actually come up and challenge this area here. So I would say this area is going to be the area that you're really looking for in terms of getting over there. You can see we've got resistance here. You can see this area is very, very choppy in terms of consolidation. You can see this area is your enemy right now if you are shorting this, right? Yeah, it's your enemy if you're shorting this. If you're longing this right now, then I'd definitely be using these areas to take profits, right? Because it's very, very choppy, right? So yeah, it's very interesting stuff to see. I would be looking for, if you do actually reject here and you break this low here, then that's going to instigate you basically coming down to this level here at around 167, and then to be honest with you, probably even further down, probably even challenging lows coming through from here, right? These are the areas I really would be looking for potential bounce point. You do have volume weighted ATR band coming through there. You can see the support that we do get off this little bad boy here. So yeah, it's definitely an area to be looking out for there if we do get to that area there for a potential bounce. My head is really in the way. I should really have to move myself over. Or move the chart over, right? Here we go. It's a bit better. So yeah, it's definitely an area to be looking out for there, my good sir. Massive volume on BTC at the moment. Straight to BTC chart. Nothing really crazy going on right now, but yeah, I'd say it's been an interesting time. It's been an interesting time, and we are obviously in this filthy downtrend right now. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this does go. And to be honest with you, it is. Did we get it? No, we didn't quite get it here on the RSI in terms of selling power there. So we haven't had the confirmation for that hidden bullish divergence yet. So I probably wouldn't expect a bounce just yet. And if we do bounce here, it's probably going to instigate a bit more selling pressure to the downside, right? And the reasoning for that is because we don't actually have the confirmation of that bullish divergence. pushing us up, right? But yeah, back to altcoin requests coming through. We've got obviously ZEC coming through from last index there. But yeah, in terms of chart patterns right now, in terms of levels of support, as well as I just said about breaking this low in terms of this breaking this high low in terms of this horizontal here around 168. Let me draw that in for a second there, around 1684 there. That's sort of an area to be looking out for there if you are looking for continuation down. As well as that, I would say you've got a very, very prominent trend line coming through as well there from around this area. Now, if you were looking for some sort of a pattern coming through there, I would be looking for something probably along the lines of this, maybe a bit higher actually. Yeah, something along the lines of that. Yeah, that's sort of what I would be looking for there in terms of a chart pattern coming through that, and that's going to be a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, guys. Symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the bottom of a downtrend. Yeah, the bottom of a downtrend here on the short-term time frame is technically continuation to the downside. It does mean continuation to the downside there. As chart patterns go, we know they're not 100%, but that's what it technically means. So if you are looking for a short here, the breakdown that I would be looking for here is going to be something along the lines of this. Obviously, this isn't the most recent measure move to the downside. This is what we like to go on, but just to give you guys some numbers and give you guys some clarity of what I think here, this is sort of the breakout scenario to be coming down like that, right? In terms of percentages, let's have a little Gandalf. Gander. So you can see 4.73% there, and that's obviously going to be bringing us straight down to the volume weighted ATR band. So very interesting stuff. There is take profit levels all the way down there as well. Moving on. Let's have a little look at Slothbag has a life hack for me. Interesting stuff. Put chocolate raisins in banana bread. That sounds good. Does sound good, man. I'll have to try that. I could just buy it so I don't have to make it, right? We've got CryptoDK wants dot moves, and it's called a move. So let's have a little look at that. And then, just so you know, guys, there's like 13 of you watching. I probably will get through all your requests. So just don't feel like I'm gonna miss you out. I'm just going down the list in order, right? Where are we? So we've got ZEC. So now we're going to do move. Yeah, not that much in terms of an exchange coming through here. We got Gate.io, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting chart. Start off on the longer term time frame because what the hell is this, man? God damn, that's a pump I wanted to be a part of. Very nice stuff indeed in terms of momentum to the upside. I would say since then we have just been, damn, that's quite aggressive. It's quite, to be honest, I'm bullish, right? I'm actually bullish on this right now. I don't really know anything about this coin, but this is after seeing such a downtrend like this and then having a massive buy up here, this shows a lot of confidence in the asset itself, and then coming down, finding that level of support coming through from here. And as you can see, this level of support is pretty much very nice here. Very, very nice. We found support on it before, pushing us up to the price of around 6 cents there. So I would actually expect a bit more continuation to the upside, and that's just going on the horizontal and the fact that we did pump to the upside coming through from there. Right, let me just get to that arrow. It's hidden perfectly behind that horizontal. Right, just get rid of that for a sec. So yeah, as you can see, this is the area that we have bounced off very, very perfectly for, and be aware, this is our low, not our lowest point, but it's our low in terms of, it's our lower low in terms of this downtrend here, and coming up from here, banging it, smashing through that high there, smashing through all-time highs, and actually setting this, sorry, I think someone was sawing something. Let's all look at here for a second. This is going to be a higher low coming through from here, guys. Higher lows usually mean continuation to the upside, so it's very, very interesting to see how that is going to play out. I've tested the volume weighted ATR on the daily. Very, very interesting stuff. Let's move down onto the shorter term time frames and get a bit of a better gauge into what's happening here. Kind of key areas that I really want to see us break here for this coin here is this area here around 4 cents 5.6 there. If you can get above that, I mean, to be honest, you have tested it, so I probably would be looking for a high low around this area, and a bit of what's the word? Confidence? Yeah, confidence is the word. A bit of confidence coming through. You've just had a 4-hour candle body close above all major moving averages here, so that is an inclination. It is a sign that you're probably looking for a bit more support. You're looking that you found support here, and you're looking for continuation to the upside to challenge this area, this key level again, right? So yeah, this is the area to be looking out for there. If you can break that, get above the volume weighted ATR band there, you're probably going to be looking at gargantuan, mega, juicy gains coming through from there. But yeah, I would say looking fairly positive right now for Move. Let's do a bit of Ethereum there for leader crypto. God, I got a million levels. Let me get rid of a load of these. Did I just delete? Fibonacci? Yes, the Fibonacci. You know what? Let me just delete that. Let's get rid of that. Right, Ethereum. Not bad. Looking pretty good on the 4 hour, I would say. Obviously, we've got our low coming through from here. We've got higher lows from this downtrend. Bouncing again off the volume weighted ATR band from there. High lows being set continuously. Very, very nice uptrend fairly recently with the rest of crypto. I was on the short frame, thought it was a higher. That's all right, man, not a problem. Not a problem, man. But yeah, in terms of Ethereum right now, guys, this is the area, this is the high low I'm really looking for. If we can bounce up there, if we can bounce from here and find support on this area, amazing stuff there. We like to do it on higher lows, then we could be looking for a lovely challenge this high here. But please be aware, if we invalidate this low, if we break this low, I would expect price action to the downside, right? I really would expect that, just on the basic knowledge of if you invalidate a higher low, you usually come down, come back up, set a lower high, and then come down, break that low again, right? That's sort of the scenario that does happen with trading here. So that's sort of the area to be looking out for there. In probably the next 18 to 12 hours or something along the lines of that, right? The next day, this is the area I would be looking to basically hold if we can, right? That's going to be 32,000. It's not going to be 32,000. It's going to be 3,200. That's the area to be looking out for to hold there. 3,200 for a lovely bounce point. To be honest, I probably would expect it to bounce there. Seeing the strength of Ethereum at this time, right? Looking pretty good. And also, if we do actually pull down to this area around 3,200, you can see the RSI. Look at that. We're pretty much going to get to that oversold point as well there. And we know what happens when that happens. Usually, we get a buyback, right? Not quite that big, but enough to push the price up a little bit, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there as well. Yeah, interesting stuff as well. We could also be looking at potentially a bullish divergence coming through there as well, because obviously we have broke this low and we have broke this low on the RSI, but we haven't broke the low in terms of the price action here. So if we do reverse here, that's going to be the confirmation for a bullish divergence, basically pushing us to the goddamn mother trucking moon there. No. It'll be pushing us back up to around the 55 EMA, which is going to be 3,388. Definitely a point to be looking out for there in terms of Viva la Resistencia. Now, let's have a little look at the 55 there, because you can see the support that we have found on that before, and again there as well. So if we can get above that, hopefully we can see a bit more price action to the upside. Please be aware, we have been trending up for quite a while, right? Been trending up for quite a while, and now, what do you see? Called up moving averages. Dirty, filth. This is moldy mangoes. Moldy mango juice coming through. What I'm saying here, guys, is probably with the EMA ribbon as well, you can see we're basically coiling up, getting ready for a potential short signal coming through on the EMA ribbon. If we don't have any more buying momentum coming through for Ethereum coming through on the 4 hour, right, we will be getting a short signal with the EMA ribbon there. And we'll just have to see how that does plan out, right? Because it's not always correct, but usually we do see a bit of momentum to either side for the EMA ribbon, right? So it's definitely something to be looking out for there. If we are about to get that signal coming through, maybe we come down. That's going to be the sign that we come down to around 3,000, 3,000, probably around that sort of area, right? 3,200, for example, and then bounce from there, maybe just wicking, getting down to the 200 EMA there, and then bouncing back up to set that lower high, just to see how that is going to basically play out, right? So yeah, that's what I would be saying about the EMA ribbon. Just be careful, guys, because that is telling us, called up moving average, just telling us that there is a potential short position coming through as well. What else have we got? We've got a bit of, I mean, did I sum up? Should we do a chart pattern for Ethereum? Why not? Why not, man? Chart pattern for Ethereum. What I would be looking for, first things first, guys, for the new traders, we're just basically going to start drawing. We're going to start drawing like we're back in school. Now we're going to be drawing just trend lines, right? Start off with some trend lines, starting off on the wicks. If the wicks aren't good enough, go to the candle bodies. If you get more touches on the candle bodies, go to the candle bodies, use the wicks as what's the word? As a trap zone, right? Now, you can see we've obviously got a very dominant trend line coming up from here in terms of level of support. Now, also to the top side, you can see we've got resistance along this area as well. So what do? We bang a trend line in there as well. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff indeed. And get as many touches as possible. As you can see there, just brought it down to the candle body there, getting these wicks as well. This is going to be a little juicy test there. Now, what does this give us? It gives us a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. Rising wedges, they tend to usually break down. Unfortunately, they do. So let's do a measure move down. Let's do a short position down for Ethereum here. Obviously, this will be based on the fact of a lot of things, invalidating this low and stuff like that. And also, obviously, BTC. That's obviously going to be driving the market coming through from there. Let's have a little look at this. The measure move is going to be all the way down to the 200 EMA. So very, very strong indeed, guys. Very, very strong indeed for momentum towards the downside there. And it's going to be around a 6.31% gain there for Ethereum if we do see the price cascade down any further. Now, from there, in terms of take profits, to be honest with you, in terms of an entry point, it's not too shabby at all. It's not too shabby at all. It's not really bad at all, guys. I would say first take profit is it probably would have been around. It probably is going to be around this low, right? You can see this this area is going to be a little bit lower than that, right? A little bit lower. You can see this area from these wicks here, this wick here, that wick there. That's going to be the first take profit point to be looking out for there. And then second take profit is either going to be at candle body close there. It depends how confident you're feeling here. At candle body close there for that bounce, because that's obviously going to be acting as a level of support. And then definitely another one here at this candle body close as well. From there, probably going to be looking at something along the lines of that. Can you just keep banging them in, right? Something along the lines of that. You can see the level of support that we have got there, and also the V-Roller resistance as well. So we like to set around 4 take profits, taking around 25% of our position out each time, all the way down to the completion of the measure move, right? Now, if this is going to play out, guys, as I said, 6.331% on the table, not looking too bad. Once you hit your first take profit, move your stop loss to your entry, right? Take your stop loss, move it to your entry point, and that way, if you do get reversed on, if you do see the price start cascading down, take profit 1 hit, take profit 2 hit, oh no, bounce. You're not going to get stopped out, right? You're not going for 1 take profit. You're banking money the whole way down, and then when you do hit that stop out, you've been stopped out at entry. At entry, so it's a non-negative trade. Amazing. So it's one of the best ways to accumulate paper, right? Accumulate money. So yeah, that's definitely something I would be looking for there, for a lovely potential Ethereum short position, right? That's going to be It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let's move on. What's next? We've got XTZ for Dingo. Might be going on a bit too long on each coin. Maybe I just need to do like a brief summary. As I said, guys, I haven't streamed for a hot minute, so yeah, I will be trying to get back into my swing of things. And that was the chart, wasn't it? I just missed it. USDT. Let me have a bit more Lucasade. Oh, that is not good. No. Jimmy, it means they can go either way. In response to your question in the chat there with called up moving averages, can they bounce to the upside? Can they bounce to the upside or just down? I assume it depends on the trend. It all depends. It really, really all depends, right? Like right now for this, we have obviously seen all these called up moving averages, and now we're seeing pretty aggressive price action to the downside because we have seen a pretty aggressive uptrend, right? So naturally we can pull back. So I wouldn't say it completely depends on the trend. It probably depends on the previous price action that we have had. I have seen it go either way multiple times here. So I can't quite give you an average, but yeah, just I would say use the previous trend to try and determine some sort of narrative of that, right? That's what I would say about that. But in terms of Tezos right now, XTZ, it's not looking too hot, right? It's not the hottest stock right now. The reasoning for this is, guys, it's because right away you can see, obviously, we have a lovely uptrend coming through from here. Now, this is very, very crucial. We've lost the 200 EMA, which is obviously a very, very lovely level of support here. But we've been cascading down quite aggressively. So what I would expect, you know when you jump off the Grand Canyon here? Not with a parachute, right? With a parachute. You base jump off the Grand Canyon, you parachute down, you hit the floor. Once you hit the floor, what have you got to do? You've got to climb back up to jump again. Climb back up, we're going to be setting a lower high, and then we're going to jump again, right? That's sort of the scenario that I would be looking for here, finding some sort of some sort of bottom here. I wouldn't just expect us to keep going down like this, right? We got to come back and we got to bounce. We got to be setting those lower highs, right? In terms of an area for a potential bounce point, to be honest, this is really good. This is a very good area to bounce here. Am I going to be blindly long in this zone? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But yeah, this is definitely an area to be looking out for a bounce there. You can see the resistance that we have found here, and you can see the support as well, bouncing back up to this area. So probably what I would expect here for Tezos, if we hold the support here, I would expect to come up, test the 200 EMA there. You see this little purple bad boy that we got coming through? Test that in terms of a level of resistance, and also that horizontal that we were just talking about there. In that meantime, we're going to have the 10 simple come down to say hello as well. And then from there, probably going to see heavy rejections, breaking these lows again, right? So yeah, that's definitely what I would be saying about Tezos, looking fairly bearish right now. But please remember, we do have a lower high to set before we have continuation to the downside, right? So yeah, interesting stuff there for Tezos. Look at the 15 minute for a sec. Yeah, we're having a bit of consolidation here over the last sort of just over an hour or so, right? So yeah, not the worst scenario right now. But yeah, you can see volume weighted ATR band as well. That's pretty much bang up to this sort of area as well. So that's definitely an area to be looking out for there, to basically retrace to, test it, and then have continuation down. So yeah, that's what I would say about Tezos. Let's move on to BNB, Binance Coin, the one coin that Binance represents. Binance Coin, we're not going to do it in the 15 minute because that's filthy filth, right? Dirty, absolutely filthy. Yesterday, I believe we were talking about a rising wedge chart pattern. Rising wedges, they tend to usually break down. As you can see here, we have seen a breakdown coming through there quite aggressively, looking for that 3.87% there. And to have the completion of the measure move, take profit point probably would have been around this sort of area if we'd have had the candle body close below the 55 and below this very crucial area as well there. So yeah, it's very, very interesting to see how that does actually plan. I think we actually did get the candle body close. Yeah, we did. But it's a bit too close, guys. The water's too shallow. That's what I would say about that. The water is too shallow coming through there, as you can see, in terms of, actually, it's not too bad. What am I talking about? Yeah, so yeah, you can see the candle body close there. It's not even too bad, actually, in terms of a shallow water trade there. Coming out to the first take profit is fairly achievable, right? So yeah, it's not the worst scenario right now to be shorting this Binance coin, but just be aware you've only got literally like 2 take profits left, and it's not really going to be, as I said, it's a shallow one. It's going to be if you are going to be getting that, it's going to be around a 1% gain. That's nothing too crazy there for Binance Coin. I would say you're looking pretty good as well with the rest of the moving averages coming through on the 4 hour for resistance to push you down. So yeah, not too bad, I would say. I would say this is also a very, very strong area to bounce as well. So yeah, that's definitely why we're having our first take profit point in there. Let's have a look at the daily quickly here for Binance Coin. Got some levels put in. Yeah, I mean, on the daily, guys, you can see we've been really having. Should we just get rid of some TA for a second? Let's just see a fresh chart. God, we've been obviously seeing a massive uptrend recently. We've obviously got our lower highs coming through from this area. We haven't really set a solid high or low yet, guys. We really haven't. We've just kind of propelled up quite aggressively. We're probably going to come down and set a really nice congruent lower high. Higher low. Higher low at probably around 425.8, and then hopefully bounce up from there. If not, I would expect another low tap of around 414 there if we are going to have the dirty, filthy continuation of the downside that we have been seeing over the last day or so. But yeah, that's going to be BNB pretty much summed up there. Let me move on to what is next. GLMR from Market Maker. What would you blindly long / short? That's actually a good question, man. Let me tell you about an idea. It's an idea, guys. It's not confirmed as of yet. It's not confirmed as of yet, but this is an idea that me and my brother, which is obviously Hamilton of Crypto, guys. If you haven't checked him out on YouTube, go check him out. Amazing YouTuber, amazing trader. So yeah, go check him out. He's my older brother. We have an idea. And we think I'm basically moving to Thailand, right? And we're going to be setting up a studio over in Thailand, and we want to do we've always said that we want to do a trading show together. We've always said that because we like doing TA, we like streaming, it's good fun, and all that stuff. But what we had an idea the other night. We were having a few drinks, and we had an idea the other night. Imagine like a trading show essentially, but you'd have like 4 contestants on like, say, a Zoom call or something like that. So all the screens were streamed, and you were like, right, guys, we're bringing up BNB chart. You've got 20 seconds to place a trade, right? They all start with like $100. You've got 20 seconds 20 seconds to place a trade, and then you have like commentators commentating the trades and stuff like that. I think that'd be quite a cool little niche that no one's really hit yet. It won't be like with insane amounts of money because it's fun, right? It's fun. It's not really. It's more of a gambling side of things where it'd be like. As I said, like you have 20 seconds to place a trade, and we want to get like other YouTubers, other traders, and stuff on it, and just have fun, right? So yeah, that's something that we could be exploring. But yeah, as you were saying there, last index, what would you blindly short / long? It's that sort of mentality, right? So right now for this, they'd be like, let's drop down to the 5 minute, for example, right? So if we were like, right, guys, you've got 20 seconds to place a trade on GLMR. Right, we've got the 10 simple, we've got the 21 there. Right, okay, so it's looking like we're probably going to find support on the 21. That's what I'm going off. Bang, let's go. Long, entered, go. And then there's like commentators going, oh, and Crypto Chester's just long the 21 moving average. That's insane. And just stuff like that, right? So yeah, I'm not going to go into it now, but yeah, I did go into it a bit. But yeah, I think that'd be quite cool. And that's something that we are going to be looking at doing. But yeah, anyway, let's move on from that because we're here for a slow, relaxed, chilled TA. So yeah, let's move on from that right now. So we're on GLMR, right? Correct. That's for market maker. Let's have a little look at what's going on here. I would say we have we've smashed through the very, very crucial areas in terms of level of support here. But unfortunately, we have just lost the 200 EMA as well here on the 1 hour. So yeah, it's probably looking fairly bearish right now, I would say. And I mean, you got potentially head and shoulders coming through, but nothing really congruent in terms of a nice pump to the upside. And you have broke these lows. So yeah, I probably would say continuation to the downside is probably expected. And the fact of you have got a lower high that you have just set here. So this downtrend is actually acting with dominance here, guys. It is acting with dominance. So let's it's a pretty strong channel to the downside, I would say as well. The tool? Yeah, that's the tool. Let's bring that bad boy in and let's see how this channel is reacting to the downside. You can see, look at that, very nice stuff indeed. You can see the support coming through on this lower side, and also Viva resistance coming through as well there, multiple times here. So yeah, it's definitely an area to be looking out for there. If you are going to see a breakdown here from this channel, then there is going to be a potential little cheeky trade there to be looking out for. In terms of a trade for that, in terms of a measure move for that, I probably would be looking at something. Let me move this for a second. Whoop, not like that. Not like that. Probably looking at something along the lines of that. Yeah, to get as many touches. You can see that bangs on the candle body as well there. So yeah, let's I'm probably going to move that down ever so slightly too. Yeah, you can see it's a lot more reactive here in terms of resistance there. It's more of a lot more dominant trend line there. So yeah, in terms of a measure move down, going the most recent trend line there, this is sort of the thing to be looking out for there. And unfortunately, the volume weighted ATR band's there to stop you. So that's going to be a level of support, guys. So that's definitely going to be a take profit point to be looking out for there if this is something you are going to be shorting. Now, also, you can see that we do have heavy levels coming through as well there. So that's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for there as well if you are going to be short in this zone. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. And these falling channels, they tend to usually break to the upside. So let's weigh up that scenario as well there, because you can see these moving averages are coming down quite aggressively. Right, where's my drawing tool? There it is. You can see these moving averages coming down quite aggressively like so. When these come down, if we do see a nice spike up in the price and a breakout, we're going to be above all major moving averages there, and we could see a very, very nice move to the upside coming through from that, right? In terms of a measure move for that to the upside, let's have a little look. I think we're going to be ending the stream fairly shortly, guys. Unfortunately, I will be back. When am I back? Friday morning I'm back. Wednesday today. Yeah, I'll be doing an update tomorrow, guys. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I've got to rest the voice, working on my course as well. But I will be doing a nice stream, a nice Friday morning stream, I do believe, right? And if I don't go to the gym, right, I might go to the gym. Not sure. Depends if I go tonight. But yeah, it's 9% to the upside. If we are going to break to the upside here, key areas to be looking out for there is going to be for starters that in terms of a horizontal, you can see the test that we've had on that zone multiple times here. You can see the support that we've got on that as well. So that's going to be an area of take profit to be looking out for there if we do see a bounce to the upside, right? It hit the 702, I think, GLMR. Interesting stuff there, my good sir. Interesting stuff. I think we're going to move on from GLMR, and we're going to be moving on to... What are we moving on to? Are we at an hour? We're at 5 minutes left. So let's do... EXRD there for Simon. EXRD. But yeah, that's sort of what I would be looking for there for GLMR. EXRD. And guys, if you are new to the CC Gang for community, CC Gang for community, the CC Gang community, the Crypto Chester community, right? We do have a pretty solid Instagram. We do have a pretty solid Telegram group, guys. It's like 300 members. We're talking in there like every day, which is a bit of a family, right? It's a bit of a family we got going on there. So yeah, if you did want to join, the link is in the description. You're more than welcome. We welcome all different types of traders, all different types of people. We're very diverse. We love it. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would recommend you guys joining, right? It's absolutely free as well. It's nice to have a nice trading community. You can, and it's not, we don't just talk about trading as well. We talk about pretty much a lot of different subjects, right? A lot of different subjects in the news come up, and we have some really healthy debates sometimes, and it's quite nice, really quite nice. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join that, guys, if you do want to and you're not already a part of it. Yeah, this is the measurement that I would be doing to the downside here for EXRD there, X Road. X Road. That's probably not the name of it, but yeah, that's what I would be looking for, around 11.47%. If we are going to have the continuation to the downside here. I mean, to be honest here, this downtrend does look really quite aggressive, and we've had that healthy retest as well to the downside, to the upside, having that continuation down. So if you are going to have the continuation down, I really would be looking to, the confirmation for this is going to be breaking this low. So yeah, that's probably what I would be looking for there. Interesting stuff there. Just putting along for GLMR. It's got a bullish divergence. Interesting stuff, man. Hopefully that plays out for you. Not sure if they finally stop dumping. Else bullish divergence has little meaning. Very true. Very true, my good sir. We're still sat in limbo, I think, for BTC, right? Still sat in limbo. Still haven't had that exact confirmation of breaking this low as of yet, and still holding the low. Holding the low in terms of the price action, in terms of the candles there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does actually play out, right? Because if we start consolidating here for a long time, then that naturally will bring the RSI up, because the selling pressure starts to dwindle, right? Starts to dwindle, right? Not down, it goes up. So yeah, that's going to be it, I think, guys. Key areas to be looking out for BTC is that bullish divergence here, is going to be that level of support here on the shorter term time frame. But yeah, interesting stuff, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. And I will be back Friday morning for a lovely, Friday morning. I'll be back for a lovely stream again. If not, tomorrow, catch me tomorrow. I'll do a BTC update for you. Nice BTC video. I might throw in a few altcoins as well. I haven't decided as of yet. But yeah, as I said a minute ago, if you haven't joined the community, the link is in the description. But for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. Let me forget how to end this. Are you feeling juicy? Cold hard cash.